My name's Simon Backhouse. I'm a senior lecturer in vision science at Deakin University in Geelong, Australia.
Hi everyone, I'm James Armitage. I'm the Professor of Optometry and Head of the Optometry course at Deakin. I'd like to present this work on behalf of all of the great team members that contributed. On the 9th of November 1989, the night the Berlin Wall fell, I was probably studying because I was in Year 10 and I had exams coming up in that week.
On Thursday, the 9th of November 1989, I was 8 years old, in grade 2 at primary school and living with my parents in Auckland, New Zealand.
I always wanted to be a vet. I wanted to provide care. I loved animals. And in many ways, that dream has come true. I'm a clinical optometrist, I'm an educator, and I get to provide care, I get to impart knowledge.
Well, I wanted to be an archaeologist, and no, it didn't really come true, but I guess instead of studying the past, now I get to make the future and get to push the boundaries of education. Well, we believe that our research breaks the classroom wall. So we've developed Ocular Sim, an app that people can take outside of the classroom and learn the ocular anatomy anywhere, anytime, at their own pace.
We started off by trying to address this problem by providing students with 3D printed models of skulls and fragile anatomical structures. That was great, but it doesn't fill in the detail and it doesn't really allow students to work in 3D. So we designed Ocular Sim from the ground up to really have a teaching experience where students could take the anatomy lab home with them and not only just look at certain structures, but also assess themselves and their progress as they went along.
We wanted to develop an educational app from the ground up. So we wanted to harness the prettiness of augmented reality to engage the students while giving them a stepped learning response throughout the app. So we start off with the Explore mode, and in Explore mode they're just learning all of the different components of the ocular anatomy, where they fit together and their names. Very simple level to get a general understanding of how everything fits together. We then go into Learn mode, and Learn mode gives the same anatomy, but it starts adding detail. And so as the students feel ready, they move from Explore into Learn, and they start getting more detail about all those anatomical structures, what their function is, and how they interact with each other. Once they have gained a level of understanding that they think is sufficient, they can go into the third module, which is Assess mode. In Assess mode, we have a number of different multiple choice questions that enable the students to gauge how they're doing and how they're understanding the concept.
We've actually built this whole app so that they can step themselves through and then assess their progress. We ask them to actually interact with the model, to press on structures to show that they know which nerves or muscles may be involved in a particular eye movement. We wanted to make sure that the next generation of students could have all the things that we didn't have when we were coming through. So we really wanted to produce an app that gave them that new opportunity.
So what is our vision for a world where our solution has been widely adopted? Well, our vision is that once this has been widely adopted, that the learning environment is going to be as good, if not better, than that it is available within a university environment. What we don't know is what transferable skills are developed that can be applied to other learning and future learning tasks, and that's what we still need to investigate about this app.
So which part of this research keeps us up at night? We really want to know how can we scale this to make it more available for courses within our university and also for people who aren't at university. How can we help millions of people change the way they learn, and can they use this app to do that?
Well, my boys are about the same age that I was when the Berlin Wall came down, and they think this work is amazing.